Every day, our activities are driven by decisions. A study estimates that in average, an adult makes more than 35,000 decisions per day. Some of decisions are simple and can be instantly made based on our gut feeling, like what to eat for lunch. But some complex decisions will require logical thinking, especially those that involve bigger commitment, like investing in property. However, many factors can stop us from making good decisions, which include risks and uncertainties, biases, oversimplification of situation, failure of looking wide enough, and others. Have you ever regretted of some of the decisions you made? If you have, I would like to introduce the decision quality framework that can help improve your decision-making process. The decision quality, or DQ concept, was first developed in 1964, based on the principles of decision theory. The framework provides a structured way for rational thought for people to get the most of what they truly want in the face of uncertainty. Since its introduction, many organizations have adopted the concept in their decision-making process. The DQ concept is made up 6 elements, or steps, for assessing and analyzing the decision problem before making a conclusion on the decision. Let's start exploring the steps. Step 1. Appropriate frame. When we try to frame an issue, the framing must capture the purpose, perspective of the issue, the involved parties, and the scope. The decision frame must be appropriate. If the boundary is too wide, you will be overwhelmed by the amount of information. However, if it is too narrow, you won't be able to see the bigger picture. Step 2. Creative, doable alternatives. In this step, we will brainstorm a pool of creative and doable alternatives. The intention is to exhaust the list of alternatives. The alternatives should be significantly different and compelling. Also, they should span across our goal dimensions, in order to push the dimensions of choice. Step 3. Meaningful, reliable information. Information is a basic requirement for decision-making. It significantly determines the effectiveness of not only the final decision but also the process of decision-making itself. In this step, we will try to gather information as much as possible via research. The information collected should be correct, factual, and explicit. Also, we need to know the limits of what we know, or uncertainties. Of course, understanding the interdependencies among the factors would be beneficial in decision-making. The interdependencies can be represented in an influence diagram. Step 4. Clear value and trade-off. In this step, we would compare the alternatives against the decision criteria. The decision criteria are usually related to the goals and value drivers. A comparison table can be used with the alternatives as the columns and the decision criteria as the rows. The assessment can be done with color scheme or scores. It is essential to ensure that decision criteria are not double-dipped, as this may give too much weight to certain alternatives. And certain better alternatives may look less competitive. Step 5. Logically correct reasoning. After completing steps number 1 to 4, we will use the information and outputs to assess and decide on the way forward. If there are very close competitors among the alternatives, we can use analytical tools, like probabilistic simulation and sensitivity analysis, to assist the decision-making process. Step 6. Commitment to action. Once we have selected the option, everyone should be aligned on the commitment to make it work. The commitment would require resources, including time and money. Great support from the involved parties is essential. By the way, in order to make a good decision, we need to have both content quality and people quality. Involving the right people in decision-making is crucial. Thank you, and see you again.